Hi, today I'm going to talk about a line of products that I came across with and that I found very interesting. Just a few days ago, I came across this brand called Sonoff, and it has a line of different products that it's very interesting. All these products are Wi-Fi enabled, and they are compatible with Nest. They work with Google Assistant, and they work with Amazon, with the Amazon Echo. So I found that very interesting, and I quickly found a couple of devices that I thought that it would be worthwhile to take a look at. And I focused my attention in this device in particular. This is the Sonoff 4CH Pro. So this is basically an output device that is connected to your Wi-Fi, and it has four relay outputs, and basically you connect it to your Wi-Fi and you will be able to use your Amazon Echo to command. It's like you had four different buttons to turn on and off to do different things. So I thought of a few applications that I can think of to use this with. The one that comes to mind, and I already tested it and it works, and I'm very excited about it, is right now I'm gonna pick up on an old topic. I've been looking for a way to control my garage doors with Alexa and the Amazon Echo, and until now I hadn't found a way to do this. There are different devices that already do it, like the Iris controller. I don't remember the name of it, but it's from the brand Iris, and you can control it with the Amazon Echo that way. The one I bought, and you can watch my video that I have already made about it, is the Chamberlain MyQ system. I think it's very good. It works very well with its app, and I'm very happy about it. It's very quiet, and the system itself works well. The only thing that it lacks is integration with the Amazon Echo. So I was a little bit disappointed about that, and I was wondering if they would add it later as a feature, and I don't know if they have come up with that yet, but they might come with it as a service that you have to pay for in order to use it with their app. So I think this will be a lot better. I found this, and it works great. It can also be used for any application that you can think of. I'm just gonna take it out of the box and take a look at it. So basically what comes in the box is the module itself. So here you have four different outputs that you can activate manually, four buttons here, and then here you see you have your four terminal units where you can connect wires to it, and then you can practically do connect whatever you want to activate with this, and I think it's a great option to work with. You can power it with either DC power or AC. It has both options. You can power it with 5 or 24 volts or AC power. The module itself is very basic, so what you get out of the box is basically just the module itself, so it doesn't have any power in module. What I had to do is I just grabbed a power adapter from another device that I was using before, and you only need to make sure that the output is no more than 24 volts if you are going to use a DC power connection. So I already tested this, and it works really great. So you will have to work yourself to get your power supply, but that's not a problem. So it comes like this, and then you can see here it has four outputs, which are four relays, and then you can see here the connections. It has normally open and normally closed connections depending on what you want. Typically you would choose normally open, and that means that the contact is normally not closed, or it's not made until you press the button, and then that's when the action is gonna happen. The normally closed is more used for fail-safe applications, but I don't think I can think of something around in the house that needs constant power, and then when you press the button the contact opens, and then power is broken, and that's the way it works. But normally the configuration that you want to use is normally open, so you would connect a wire between normally open and common, and that's normally the way it would work. So you can use this for, like I said, several applications. The ones that come to my mind is first of all, I will use this for my garage, and but the other application that I'm thinking of as well is I recently had a water leak, and one of my water pipes bursted, and I had a lot of water damage around in my house. So what I'm also thinking, which probably will be a future project, is I want to install a main shut-off valve that I can wire it to a module like this, so I can ask the Amazon Echo to open or close the valve. So it will be a solenoid valve that it can be wired, or I don't know, maybe there are options that are Z-Wave or that are wireless and you don't need to wire them. But if not, this is a great option. You just will need to wire any of the outputs to that valve, and then you can command the valve to open or close using the Amazon Echo. So that's another application that I can think of. But there are several applications that can be used for this. That's why I think this module is great. You can control motors, like I can also think of drapes or blinds to control with this. You can add a motor control, and you can control your blinds, automate them, and use Alexa with the module so that you can open and close your blinds. Like I said, this is the Sonoff 4CH Pro, and where I found it was, I found this website. I came across this website, it.cc. It appears to be a Chinese company, and they have these different products. So here's where that's where I found the Sonoff for channel switch, it's called. So they have different options here, and they seem to work fine. They are Wi-Fi enabled products, and they also have like light bulbs, and they have like light wall switches, and they have like the smart switch that I just purchased, and they have also different kinds of switches to connect to lamps, or like smart plugs. That all these products, they work with Alexa. And here you can see the different products that they have. By the way, I am not sponsored by this. It's just the product that I came across with, and I'm just talking about them because I think they are a good, viable, cheaper option to what it's out there. I mean, I tried already the Sonoff module, and it works fine. So I think if you don't want to spend a lot of money and you want to have Amazon Echo enabled devices, these would be like good options. They have like smart sockets, they cost $16. They have the smart socket, $25. The module that I just bought right now, it's $28. Like, it's really cheap. It's a really good option. They have products like this one, the Sonoff Slamper, which is like a socket that you can use a regular light bulb, and then you screw in your regular light bulb, and these will connect to your Wi-Fi, and then you have a Wi-Fi enabled light bulb that will work with the Amazon Echo, and it costs $10. So I think this is a good option if you're looking just to have an automated light, if you don't have anything elaborated like or more complex like the Philips Hue, which changes colors. This one just enables any light bulb to be operated on your Wi-Fi and to use your Amazon Echo with that. And like I said, it's just like $10. And if you don't, if you're looking for another option, they also have like this dimmable color LED, and they work as well with Alexa and Google Assistant. So these are very good cheap option. And I'm gonna go back to the product itself. So like I said, it has like 4 relay outputs, and the way it works, it says it can also work with radio frequency. So I didn't set that up. I'm not gonna use it like with radio frequency, but it says that it's also possible to use it like that, so that's also good. But it uses Wi-Fi, the 2.4 gigahertz band, and on the B, G, and N protocols. So this is what you need. It has also like, it can also be DIN rail mounted. So I'm not gonna use it like that. I'm just gonna put some sticky tape on the back, and I'm gonna put it in on the wall, and that's pretty much how I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna show you later the final installation so that you can see how it works, and I'll show it how I install it in my garage door. So the way it works, it comes with this little sheet, and you will have to, it has 4 working modes, 3 working modes I think. It's called inching, interlock, and self-locking. So inching, you can time your outputs to send a command for a specific time. Let's say from, I think the range is from a quarter of a second to 4 seconds. That's the time that the command will last to activate each output, and then it will turn off itself. Interlock and self-locking is like they are latching options that you press the button and the output turns on, and you have to press the button again to turn it off. So you have all these different options. I'm interested in the inching one because I will tell the outputs to be enabled only for half a second, which is what you would normally take to press the button to open your garage door opener button. So that's what I will do, set them for half a second, and that way when you tell the Amazon Echo to operate it, it will operate each output just for half a second, and it will turn it off automatically by itself. Setup guide, it describes the procedure that you have to follow to install it. It shows you how it works. It tells you to download the eWillLink app, and then it shows you how the main board of the circuit is. So you will have to remove the cover. It has 4 screws, so you will have to take that off. And then it has here, let me focus, it has 3 dip switches. It's one is called K5, K6, and S6. And depending on what you want it to do, you will have to come here and look at this table, and then you will have to select the dip switches how you want them to be. So these are like these little, let me see if I can focus properly. So yeah, just on-off switches that you need to switch from 0 to 1 depending the combination that you want. So here it tells you like and all the switches are clearly marked on the circuit board, so you can see here K5, K6 and S6, and the 0 and the 1 position, and 1 to 4 when it's 4 bits deep switches. So here you can select for example the work mode switch, if it's interlock all channels or self-locking and inching. So I set this deep switch to 1. I'm gonna show to you how it works. I just remove the cover, and here you can see the circuit board. Here you have the 4 buttons, and here you have the dip switches that I was talking about. So it's these 2 and this big little switch here. So for example, I want the work mode of self-locking inching, so it says on S6 it has to set to be to 1. So I come to this switch, come on, focus. So here is S6, and here's 1 and here's 0, so I just set it to 1. So here's 1 and here's 0, so I just set it to 1. So that's the working mode. And then I want inching. So it says here that all the positions 1 through 4, they have to be set to 0 on the switch K5. So I go to the switch K5, and here you can see that all the switches are set to 0 on K5. And then you come here to K6, and then here's where it gets interesting, because this is where how long the output lasts, how long you want the output to be active. So here, if you have all the switches set to 1, you have 250 milliseconds, and if they are all set to 0, you will have 4000 milliseconds or 4 seconds. So what I want is 500 milliseconds, half a second. So I just want the first beat set to 0 and the next 3 set to 1. So that's what I have done here. Here you can see how the first one is set to 0 and the rest are set to 1. So that's all the configuration in the physical configuration that you need to do. Once you do that, you're done with this part, and you can just cover it again and continue with the setup. Here it will tell you to download the app, and then here it will basically give you a quick guide on what to do. You will have to press this button like for 7 seconds. You will have a light here that will start blinking fast, and then you just go and do what it says on the app. That's how you add a new device to your system, and later on also you will link it to the Amazon Echo, and you will be able to control your device with Alexa. So it all works very nicely and simple, and that's I'm just gonna put everything back together. So the first thing that you will need will be to download the app EWE-Link. EWE-Link. So once you download the app, it will look like this. Well, right now it's showing already my device because I already added it, but the procedure to add a new device is very simple. You just press the plus button here, and then it will ask you what kind of device you have. Inside the box of your device, you will have a little cheat sheet of the quick setup guide of what you need to do to enable your device, and it will tell you what to do. But for example, in my case, it's the first option, and so once you select this, I will show you later on the device itself what you need to press. You need to press the button on the device for 7 seconds, and then it will, and then you select this option, and then you select next, and then it will ask you for your Wi-Fi and enter your credentials. And once you do this, it will start trying to configure your device. It will start trying to discover any new device that you have. It will pair, and when it's done, it will let you know. So right now I'm gonna quit because I don't have any more new devices, but once it is detected, it will come in like this, and it will give it a generic name. So what you want to do is, so right now my device is not connected, so I will connect it and I will show you later how to configure it fully. But basically you need to rename. By default it will have some random name, so I renamed mine as Garage because I will be using it in the garage to open my garage doors. And then if you don't name your channels, by default they will be channel 1 through 4. But here in my case I already assigned the first 2 channels for left and right, which are my 2 garage doors, so that's how it's gonna work. And I will just connect my device to power, and I'll show you how to edit all the different things that you need to edit here to make your device an app ready. So here we go, and here is my device. It's already connected to my Wi-Fi network, and this is how it shows. This is the names of the outputs that I have given, the name of my device, and this will be important because later on we will need it for when we want to use it with our Amazon Echo. So to customize it, you go here. This is another graphical interface of your device. Here you can see how it works, and you can see it operating, and then it's just a nice way to interact with your device. Here it has other options, timer, countdown. I haven't really gotten into that, but you have several options in here. So anyways, to customize it, you need to go here to settings, and here you will be able to change the name either for your device. It will be given a random name when you set it up, so here is where you come and change it, and here you come and customize the name of your channel outputs. So I just named it left and right because that's how I want them to be referred as when I open my garage, and my device is the garage, so that's how I named it. And right now this is all the settings that you need to know about your device, and we are all set here. Okay. Our last step in order to set up the Sonoff switch device, we need to enable it on our Amazon Echo so that we can use it with Alexa. So the way we do that is we come here to our Alexa app, and we go to the home, and then we go to skills, and we need to look for a skill called eWeLink. So we look for that skill. We see it here. Now I have it already enabled. So you enable the skill, and then you need to link your account that you created with your eWeLink app. You link it through here. You yeah, right now it's not showing because I have already linked it, but once you link it, it will take you to another screen where you can enter your credentials that you from your account from eWeLink. You link it, and now it's ready to work with the Amazon Echo. Once you do that, you just discover your devices. So it will go through your device discovery, and then when it is done, you will be able to go here to your devices. And so this is how we named it in
Discovery
our...
is complete. Discovery is complete. I found 68 smart home devices. If your Philips bulbs were not discovered, please press the button on the bridge and rerun discovery.
So like I was saying, here you will see this is how they will appear and how your Amazon Echo will recognize it. This is the name that you gave to your device. In my case was Garage. And this is the name of your output itself. So I named one as right and I named one as left. So I have garage right, garage left, and the other two spare channels. Since I'm not using them, I can just tell it to forget them because I don't need to have them here. But now you have done all the setup that you require, and you are able to use your Sonoff switch device with your Amazon Echo, and it's ready for action. So I'm just gonna go to my garage. I'm gonna perform the installation over there of the switch itself, and I will go through the demonstration of how it works once it's installed. And I'll see you shortly. Okay, so now we're here at my garage, and I have installed now the Sonoff module, and this is how it looks. Here you can see the relay outputs, and I have wired a couple of wires here going into the buttons of my garage door openers. So if you remember, I have already talked about, I got a couple of Chamberlain garage door openers, and although they are very similar, I just got this one earlier this year, and I got this one probably around 8 or 9 years ago. So that will matter for something important. I will get back to that later. But like when I bought my new Chamberlain garage door opener, I got the MyQ system from Chamberlain, so it came with the two sensors over there, and the Chamberlain gateway here, which I use to open my garage with my phone. That system works great, but like I said, I've been looking also for something that would allow me to incorporate the Amazon Echo functionality into my system. This is how it looks installed. I have run the wiring from the relay outputs to the buttons. Like I said, I use the normally open and the common connection, and here you have your manual buttons if you want to try them, or you will be able to use your phone using the eWillLink app, or you can use also the Amazon Echo. Like I said, the applications for this module are quite a few that I can think of. This is just one, and maybe it will help you to automate your garage doors in a very simple way and without spending a lot. This module, like I said, is like $40, I think, from the it.cc website. Okay, so now I'm just gonna do a little test here with Alexa and the module on my garage doors, and I will speak about a little problem that I have run into, and still I don't know if it have a fix, but I will talk about that in a few moments. So I'm gonna test it manually first to see that everything works fine. So with the relay one, I'm controlling my door from the right. So I'm gonna press this button here. Oh no, sorry, that was the left one. So relay 2 is the button here, and I will control my door. So I press the manual button and it works. And also, so now I have another option. So this is tied up in parallel with my button here for my original garage door opener. So it works with either or if I want to open the garage. So the one thing that is important to remember is that when we set up the Sonoff module, we want to select the inching working mode, because we don't want a permanent on command on the button. We want a command that lasts just for a fraction of a second, and then it turns off by itself, so that the garage door opener works as it's supposed to. So I have set it here for half a second. So when I press the button, it lasts half a second, and then it releases itself, so that it's not a latched command. So the only thing is that when you use it, with Alexa, you cannot say open or close. You just say turn on the door. So that's the only caveat to it, but I think it's okay. So I'm just gonna try it. Alexa, open garage right. So it activates a relay, lasts half a second, and the door opens. Alexa, turn on garage right. So again, it's working, and now the door is closing. So up to that part, I was pretty happy. It works. Like I said, that was my module, my garage opener door module that I bought back in 2009. So I'm thinking that this module will work with all almost all garage door openers from 1993 onwards up to probably this year or last year, because the way it normally works is that this button is just an open contact that when you press it, it allows the circuit to be closed, and then it activates your door. So this contact, what the Sonoff module is doing is the same functionality as the button. It just closes the contact, allows the power to go through, and closes your door. However, when I tried that same thing on my newer Chamberlain garage door opener that I bought this year, somehow it's not working. I have done the same wiring configuration as the other module, and when I try to use it, it just won't work. The button lights off and nothing happens. So when I try it, Alexa, turn on garage left.
Okay.
So there you can see the relay activates and everything supposed to be working, but the garage door actually doesn't work. So this is something I'm currently stuck at, and I was reading a little bit around on the internet, and it seems to be that in newer models of garage door openers, I'm not too sure yet if specifically with mine, but it seems like it's not just an open contact anymore, the button, and they are using some kind of serial communication with their button in the new garage door opening systems. And I was reading that sometimes you even need, if you want to use a wall keypad, you need to use specific keypads that work with a specific model of the garage door opener. So I'm not so sure yet if my device is like that and that's why it's not working. Other than that, I was thinking if the load probably was too much, but it's the same configuration as the other switch that I have, and the other one works. So I'm really not sure. If somebody thinks that I'm just speaking out of my mouth and I make no sense and I'm screwing up somehow, I will be very grateful if somebody tells me how to fix this on the comments. That will be great. But even though I couldn't make it work fully in my configuration, at least I have one of my two doors working. So I wanted to prove the functionality of the module also, and to me it's a very good option to add Alexa functionality to anything that you want to use. So if you have blinds that you want to control with motors, or like I said, I think one of my next projects is going to be to install an automated shut-off water valve to control my main shut-off valve in my house for water in case I have a leak and I have quick access to the valve. I will probably work on that next. So this is a great option to probably try to figure out something to work with. So this is the Sonoff 4-channel Pro module from the website it.cc. So I hope this was helpful, and if you have any comments or anything to add, just let me know in the comment section below. Thank you, and I'll talk to you later.